All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Lifestyle Loops podcast. We're back for episode 12, and next week we have another very exciting guest coming on the pod. But for today, it's just the three of us. We've got the boys back once again. How are we getting on, lads? How's the week been?
I'm pretty good. Rig has sort of came back to life after Japan. I'm happy with how I'm looking. I'm waking up with a tight midsection again. It's a lovely feeling. I'm probably gonna throw that down the gutter though with our little meal. Um,
Yeah,
in a few hours time, a little pre-workout Peshwari naan sandwich.
yeah. And then are you doing anything tomorrow for Mother's Day or anything as well, or
Doubt it. Mum's probably working.
fair, right? See, I'm doubling up here, so it's
Oh,
dangerous.
double parked.
Dangerous. Yeah.
Prep
Well,
starts soon, so it's like you're just letting loose.
I
Mate, you
know,
need to
mate.
make the most of it.
This is the time to do it.
I know. And then we've got this other one and what, two, well, it's about a week and a half away as well at
11
order, for
days.
God's sake.
Yeah, class.
11,
The off
11
plans
days.
are the off plans are coming in quick now.
Hot Honey Classic.
Oh, Christ. I don't know whether I'm looking forward to it or not, mate. I really
Oh,
don't.
bye. Surely you're looking
Come
forward to it.
on.
Like, I'm buzzing for it.
I'm
I
sure you
think
are.
it's
I know
yeah,
you
we
are.
haven't had it before, so we're like,
Yeah.
Mm,
CBAM's been there, done that. But like, I'm weird with off plans. Like, I don't like revisiting the same off plan. I'm not that excited to do, but experiencing something new, that's a bit of me.
yeah, that's fair.
But to be fair, I have mentioned going back to Ginza or
I
Spice
know, I was about to
countless
say that.
times.
I was
Yeah,
literally
so
about to say, I don't know about that.
I'll take that on the chin.
Take the L there. Yeah. Matt, what about you? How's the week been?
I think what's going on. Not a huge amount has really happened. I found I was mis-supplementing, or is that the right word? Essentially, I ran out of the pit stop magnesium complex, and I went to Holland and Barrett because they were doing like 3 for 2, and I got the magnesium bisglycinate because I was like, I really only need it for sleep. But
Mhm.
for some reason, it just didn't cross my mind not to take my usual serving of that in the morning because it's obviously a little bit better before bed. So I was having like 3 capsules in the morning, and I was wondering why I was like sitting at my desk, just like about to fall asleep doing work. And then I realized, and I stopped taking it first thing in the morning, just started taking it pre-bed, and like I've been sweet in the mornings now. So yeah, that was just a bit stupid for me. But other than that, everything is going well. Still decided to keep myself in the shadows. I just don't really want to post my physique out there anymore. Just
Oh, really?
yeah. I don't know. It's one of those, like
Uh,
C-Dom will know because he's been in prep, but you just get people saying stuff all the time. And it's like
You-
you're going
You're
through,
you're still getting the gratification from your close friend story.
yeah, because those are
Everyone's
people I
wanking you
trust.
off there.
I value their opinion.
yeah, funny. I don't know. I have thoughts on this quite a lot. I'm always like, when I start prep here, am I gonna like post every week, how I'm looking? Or am I just gonna fucking leave it until like 2 months out and then just post a glute shot?
And everyone's like,
And everyone's like,
Oh,
oh, and then the comments start coming in again. Oh, I see you're back in the wee thong, mate. I see you're back. Yeah, that's the worst part about it as well. But yeah, no, that's fair enough. Sometimes I think it's like good to just not post your shots as well because it just gives you a bit of a break from
that's
the
mainly what it is.
pressure.
Like essentially the only person's opinion that matters is your coach. So
Yeah,
like it's kind of nice to I feel like I've really taken like a back seat approach to everything recently. And I'm not even worrying about like what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I need to do. And I feel it's almost the most invested I've been in my own process, but the least invested at the same time, where
yeah,
I'm like, I really don't not that I don't care how I look, but I take my photos, I send them. That's really just
not
it.
to,
I'm not like looking if I gained a little bit of water through my lower body this week, is my midsection is tight. Like it doesn't really matter.
you're
Um,
still very like concerned over body weight though, I can tell. Like
no, I'm not actually. See
you
this
had that
last
182 and a half weigh in and you were like, oh,
no.
scales up a bit today, but I think I'm still
Yeah,
looking
but
good.
that I was like, I genuinely it didn't affect me at all. And the body weight came straight back down the next
I
day.
don't know. I think if you're mentioning it, it affects you.
I mentioned it because I feel like for me mentioning it is actually like all right. I'm like, I don't care saying that I'm two
Oh,
pounds
you're
heavier this
not
morning.
scared to hide it.
Yeah, like
I sort of get that. It's like the same approach like after a holiday. If you're scared to talk about your weight gain, that means you really fucked it. But if you don't
Yeah.
care and just take it in your stride, it's yeah, it's probably the best approach.
Yeah.
Being open with it. C-bomb, how's your week?
Yeah, man, not a lot has happened to be honest. I've just been the usual, busy. Training's been good. I've been struggling a bit with sleep, which was funny because like I've been waking up and stuff throughout the night for obviously a lot of things going on, and I can tell my brain's working overdrive. But I actually started using dream sleep again, and I swear to fuck, man, it made things worse. I was fucking
Really?
waking up more, waking up in the morning like so groggy.
Full
Um,
dose? Are you
yeah,
doing?
yeah,
You could maybe pull the dose down. I
down
know
to
my
half.
oh you have my turbo dreams. I'm only doing half serving every night.
Yeah, see, I was thinking this. I was, and last night I did use a half for that reason because yeah, it was fucking mad. To be honest, but yeah, outside of that, I watched Blade Runner, which I was telling you about,
It's movies,
2049.
movies.
Yeah, which was an interesting one. Like I'd wanted to watch it for years because I'm sure it's the same. Like half the time now. I don't really watch TV, so I don't see like ads for movies or whatnot on TV. I'll see them on TikTok, and most of the time it'll be fucking edits people have made from TikToks.
They're really cool though.
Yeah, the amount of people that have made like Blade Runner TikToks, like with fucking Anna de Armas in it, I was like, right, I'm just
It's the one where she's on the screen, isn't it?
yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
Gosling's
The
looking up.
You Look
Yeah.
Lonely, you know that
Yeah,
one?
that's why I
Yeah,
watched it
yeah,
the
yeah.
first
So I
time.
was like, right, I'm gonna watch this and like actually give it my attention. Um. Is good. Like you can tell if you're a fan of the actual franchise and you'd watch the original, it would probably be pretty sick. But it's so fucking long, mate. Like there was times I was like checking out from it. Um. So yeah. But no, that might be the start of my movie kick. We'll see.
I was
I'm
about to
gonna,
say I didn't mention this last week because I hadn't watched it, but Uncut Gems, top tier,
yeah, quality.
unbelievable movie. So Adam Sandler is the main actor, but like, Jake, do you think this is the only like serious film he's done?
It's one of the only serious films he's done. I'll actually pull up his
It's like
discography, isn't
it's so weird watching Adam Sandler play a role and him not like breaking out into some autistic character.
it?
But
You're always
he is
waiting for like
he
a
is kind
Happy
of
Gilmore
autistic in
like
it.
rage.
Yeah, you're expecting some like rage and some like funny
There,
comment.
there's Hustle, isn't really a comedy. Click is sort of a comedy, but it's like got a deep meaning to it, in my opinion. I really rate Click. Punch Drunk Love isn't really a comedy. It's a good watch.
The only
Longest
one,
Yard's a comedy.
the only one I've seen would be Hustle. Or if
Hustle, I think
I
Hustle is
love
brilliant.
Hustle.
I
Don
really
Cheadle
like
is great.
sport movies though.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm a bit further along with the Avengers. I watched Captain America: Civil War the other day, and I watched Training Day yesterday. Only like my second Denzel Washington film, but they were both good. Stuart was has like Civil War is like a 5-star movie. I had it like 3. Didn't think it was unreal, but I'm just trying to make my way through these slowly to get to Endgame or Infinity War.
Yeah, I think the Civil War though, like, did you see it in the cinema? No, like
No,
the
no, this is
time.
my first time watching all of
Yeah.
them.
So like back when that film first came out, mate, it even blew my fucking mind that I'm not an Avengers fan, that Spider-Man showed up, the Tom, like the fact he
His
was even in the loop, I was like, mate, like I need to see this film. Like this is mad. Um, it might be nostalgia there for that 5-star rating as well for that reason.
Tom, Tom Holland like stole the show in that film. See
Yeah.
that airport brawl where they're all
Yeah.
fighting for like 25 minutes? I could have watched that for 2 hours, but the rest of the film's just meh, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I would agree. I would agree. But yeah, outside of that, obviously, yeah, we're heading to get a Peshwari sandwich here after this, which will be
That's class.
good
What's gonna
crack.
be like 11 o'clock in the morning going for chicken
Yeah,
tikka Peshwari naan sandwich.
yeah.
Spill City.
Spill City, mate, and it's yeah, it's not even midday.
Hmm.
And then hopefully we'll get a coffee. You said there's a coffee place somewhere nearby as well.
There is, yeah, because I probably prefer my coffee on the way to the gym. rather than
Uh,
with it. Couldn't imagine drinking an Americano with Indian spices going through your
Oh,
mouth.
mate,
no.
I will not be standing near you at the deadlift platform. Like,
Fuck
Mate, spice digests well.
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah, no, that's dead on. I've held off on my caffeine intake this morning, mate. Don't have a monster here. Just have
Just coffee.
just a singular coffee with me. Yeah, so
I had a butchery on a black Americano there.
Indeed, with a little bit
I
of a
had,
walk.
very good.
wow.
Mate, it's an off-plan day. I can.
Yeah,
All planned day.
I'm
What are you
banking.
doing? Are you doing the sushi?
Yeah, we're doing sushi. So I don't know if we're going Marks and Spencer's or Sainsbury's, but we're just going for one of those two. Just
Packet
getting
sushi.
like maybe like 4 or 5 packets of stuff. I think we're trying to mix it up a wee bit. So I think we'll get gyozas, like the
Ooh.
crispy chicken, like Korean chicken, and then some actual bits of sushi. So it'll be
Not
quite
bad
nice.
then. Any
mm,
It's one of
dessert?
those birthday cake.
Birthday cake. Okay.
It's
Right. Happy
well, mate, my mum's
birthday.
making it. She's making the cake. So
Oh,
well,
it's
there you go. It's
brilliant
not
then.
shite then. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, she's not a bad baker. You've had the cookies, but you can't really
The
go wrong
baker.
with cookies.
That's my
Yeah,
nickname, the
the baker and the
baker.
butcher.
the baker.
Happy birthday, Papa Chapman as well.
Yeah,
Throw
for
that
sure.
in.
I'll be sure to tell him. So yeah, that's I'm not having the Peshwari naan sandwich for anyone who's wondering
No,
because
he is. He's doing both.
no, two off plans and an oat milk coffee in one day, like
Can't be doing that.
pushing the boat out. No.
Uh, will we
Um,
do the quick fires? I know we're
yeah.
running
Although
along
before
pretty
we
good.
do that, we may as well just say while it's in front of you, mate. What about the solo podcast? You didn't
Oh
even
yes,
mention it.
yes. The solo pod, faffing over frequency, brilliant name. I love it.
Yeah, big fan.
First thing I've
But
said to Jake, I didn't even say, good on you, podcast is great. I was like, can't believe you picked this name.
I mean, I loved it. I came up with it and I was like, yeah, I love this. FOF.
Yeah, it is pretty
Um,
cool.
it's better than like doing it's always like something to do with recording and then their surname or like their surname
Yeah.
and then like Cutler cast. None are coming to my
Or
head, but
putting
it's always something
process in.
shite. What?
Everything has process these days.
Yeah,
Have you
Yeah.
beyond the
noticed that?
process, inside the process.
Process. I love the process. Yeah.
Monotony of the process.
Yep.
Imagine I just called it that. But no, I was happy with the name. It's like it's something like personal to me because like I got ripped apart for talking about frequency every post for a good few months. But no, the reception of that's actually been very good. You know, you look at YouTube views and like the since it's on Spotify as well, I can get the what do you call it? The what is that word? When you see the performance
Analytics.
analytics, yeah. And you see they're obviously not going to get as many views as like a normal vlog YouTube video, but then when you actually deep, like well over 50 people are listening to you talk for like 45 minutes straight. It's kind of mad. And
Yeah.
for it being a more educational podcast, like people staying tuned in, it's pretty good. So I'm excited to get more of them recorded, and I will have guests on that down the line. But I will be keeping them to like educational,
Oh,
well, sort
that's us away. We're not doing that.
semi educational, sort of stuff. But yeah, no, it's a nice change of pace from beyond the process and us talking about off plans every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I do wonder, should we actually provide more value? But then I just think about
No.
like literally the amount of support that we've gotten on the podcast so far and people asking for episodes. It's like, no, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So
Well, you look at how the Natural Physique podcast has gone downhill since we started making it more educational.
Rose
People don't want that.
just outed the
Bruce
big
just
boy
put
pod.
that
It has.
put that one out there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's mad. If you actually want people to be interested in something in this industry, just talk about food,
Mhm.
talk about anything to do with like supplementation, like whey, flavor
Yeah,
powder,
mate, that
even flavor of your hydration formula, and people will tune right in.
it really blows my mind sometimes that people interact more with stories I put up if they are
A meal.
no mate, a fucking tub of whey.
Mhm.
I'll get like, a good like 6 to 10 replies about a new flavor of Perform. Oh, mate, I love when you put your reviews up, get a review up, get a review up. And I'm just thinking, bro, like, fuck me, it's £40. Like, just go down the shop and buy it. Do you know what I mean? Or
To be fair, I think
it's,
they're 50 now. I think a tub
They've
of
gone up.
popcorn is 50.
um, but even still, it's I don't know. To me, I'm just like it's mad that people are
No, but
so invested. If you're not on, I understand it when you're on prep because it's all you have, really.
I know
Um,
everyone's head is just remotely cooked.
yeah,
There is that bit of rot in your brain where you're just constantly driven by flavors or something.
yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. Even the whole weighing your food thing, like to the general population, we're pretty cooked. But anyway, yeah. Well, we get into the quick fires then, because
No
obviously
problem.
Mhm.
you may
What do we
ask the
have?
questions because it's
Yeah, because
your
I have
list.
them. We have 11 here. Kick things off. Cream of rice or oats?
Cream of rice.
I'm going oats. Like,
100%.
although I mentioned on Beyond the Process last night, see, I'm a few days into using ground rice and I'm already fucking fed up. I want cream of rice back.
Mate,
I remember, mate, I remember you were going on to me for ages, and you were like, "See, Bam, you've been talking about the mortgage and trying to save for a house here. Let's cut down on the costs and get some ground
Yeah.
rice into your diet. Stop
here,
No,
that cream of rice."
Jake, the doc have got a full restock of Tune by JP
I
cream of
seen
rice.
that, mate. I've
Yeah.
literally spent multiple minutes looking at the maple
Someone the
syrup.
caramel was eyeing me up.
Nah, it's me because I want to try the new ones that I haven't tried. So it's like maple syrup, lemon meringue. You rate that lemon meringue one, don't you, Cbam?
Yeah, it's fucking class. Yeah,
You done lemon cheesecake way with that?
yeah,
See,
really
like
good.
what we just talked about, people will have their ears or brain will have just flicked
Aye,
because we're talking
yeah,
about
Like
cream of
like
rice.
dogs, like ears picking up.
Um, Prep or off season?
prep.
Off.
Oh,
Ah,
I
fuck.
I don't know because I haven't prepped obviously, but looking back at my diet shots, I'm so excited to run it back.
I'm just quite realistic in remembering how shit I felt.
Felt.
Yeah, this
But it
is
might
this is the
not be
same
like
thing.
this next time, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll say prep. I'll say prep for the
I
most
think
part.
I'll
I
go off season because at the peak of my diet, I had to like put a podcast on while I was doing rounds of posing to get me through it mentally. I was like, I can't be fucked.
It
I
just
think
get Conquer the Naughty World on. A bit
No,
of 80s rock and AC/DC comes on, you fucking do anything.
I really don't like rock. They were talking about that in a bro chat episode, and it's like, it's not that I really don't like it, but I'm not as big into it as many people are. Like, I try to listen to all these Metallica bangers, and I don't think
Oh yeah.
they're that good. There's a
yeah, some of them are very good. Did you
couple
see
that stand out to me.
Max Gombos was posing to a song the other day he put up, and it's not very well known. I've been listening to it on repeat since. It's fucking class.
I thought all he posted was like drum and bass.
Nah,
Yeah.
um,
Is he prepping?
Oh, yes, I do know what one. The Mafra.
yeah, mate, I've been listening to that flat out. Like I thought I heard it and was like, this is sick. Um, I've been training to it a fair bit.
Stick it in the group chat there and I'll listen to it.
I will. It is a bit more like it is a bit heavier, but it's not like screamo. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where the line is for me.
It kind
This
of
will link
sounds
in
like
well actually because Dom asked the question top three music bands, so we'll touch on that later. But um, yeah, it's not like I think that there's too many genres of rock. To be fair, Jake.
yeah, yeah. You will find one that you do like. I think there's
Probably.
always a genre of rock that people will kind of
Nirvana would probably be the thing that
like
tickles
more
me most.
grunge,
Yeah.
sort of like
Mm.
what
See,
Alice in Chains and
yeah,
Yeah,
Nirvana.
there's
That sort
like
of
one or two songs from like every band that I like, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't say I like their whole,
album.
is it discography? Is
yeah.
that for songs and
Yeah,
then is what's the one for films?
filmography.
It is filmography, yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that was too obvious.
No, obviously it
Um
is.
What about Deftones? Do you
to
like
be fair,
Deftones?
Deftones, yeah, I like a lot of Deftones. A lot, a lot.
See
Um
that question, sorry, Jake, before you move off of it, the prep or off season one.
yeah.
I just wanted to say that, yeah, I agree with what Matt just said, but as well, I try and remind myself that ultimately prep is kind of why we all do it, if that makes sense as well, because it's like the phase you're on. The off season is like off, like although you never really have an off season, like you're not like fully switched off from the process, but prep is essentially where you see your work and you
Mhm.
see the results of that work. And it's also where you just get to have a bit of fun and display your physique. I know that, yeah, looking back, I definitely felt shit. And I think the worst part for me is um maybe the change in my mood, like, because I'm not fully conscious of it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, like, I don't think you'll mind me saying, Jake, you were definitely pretty snappy whenever you were pretty shredded there. Like, there was a few wee times Darren put in the chat or DM'd me and was like, fuck me. Um,
I'm bad. Like, but you said
no, so am I though. Like,
you
I am
Everyone
said
has,
you
bad.
can't
yeah.
tell when your mood's changing. I
Yeah,
can tell absolutely, but I'll do nothing to change it.
nothing to
I'm
change
just
it.
like, no, I don't have the energy to be
That
nice,
just
or
makes you a prick.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care.
yeah. It's controlling that as well. But yeah, I just know for me, whenever I move out of a prep into an off season recovery, all that, I do maybe struggle a bit, like not being in that, environment where you've got shows, you know what you're looking forward to, all the rest of it. So that's why I said prep.
I think
Um,
with prep, there's so many little positives that you take from it. Like the way you find enjoyment out of like such small things, like what coffee you're gonna have in the morning,
mhm,
getting out for a walk. Like you do enjoy those little things so much that you probably don't enjoy or don't even think about in the off season. Like if you're having a coffee in the off season, you probably don't care about it too much. I mean,
yeah,
although I'd say like a lot of us probably have taken those positives from the diets and the preps and kept them in the off season. So we look forward to getting out for a walk, look forward to having a coffee and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I do think like off season very monotonous. Like you're just it's all about trusting what you're doing. You
yeah,
you feel like so in the moment with an off season. Whereas prep, it's like day to day, you're like finding enjoyment in everything. You're fully invested in what you're doing.
yeah.
Sort of like that off season, you're just kind of like, right, I know this is the right thing to do. I hope it's working.
I thrive in a calorie deficit. Without
You
a doubt.
reckon?
I know that and that's just someone like I've spent the majority of, I'd say, still my time in fitness and training in a deficit just because of where I originally came from, like quite overweight. So I enjoy the routine and being locked in and a coffee being one of the best parts of your day and all that. But anyway,
It's wild how the further you take a diet, the more it changes like your actual life. Like mate, you're not
yeah,
coming out a prep the same person, the same way
no,
I didn't come out of that diet as the same person.
no.
When you're taking stuff to the extreme, like it really does change you. But next one, we've got like a takeaway or street food versus a fancy meal out. So fancy meal out, we'll say like a Spice or a Ginza. They qualify because it's like a restaurant versus like a common market or a Domino's.
Yeah, restaurant for me.
I genuinely think I've went from the street food sort of vibe to fancy meal out.
I think
Yeah.
it's easier to overdo it if you're having like the street food sort of stuff, to be honest.
Mm.
The
Ginza's
only,
easy to overdo when you
I
can
know
just
it is.
wave a wave a waiter over and be like, Red Dragon roll, yep.
the only thing I don't like about the restaurant thing is sometimes I just cannot be fucked going out
Fucked.
and
Yeah.
doing like having to put on normal clothes and
See,
drive
to
to
be
a
honest, I'm
restaurant,
loving
wait
that.
for my
Do
food.
you
Like
know?
sometimes I just like being able to order on Uber Eats and fucking get a movie on or bro
Yeah.
chat and sit in my fucking boxers or something.
Ben and
Sometimes you just
Jerry's.
you mate
Yeah.
exactly you can't have Ben and Jerry's in a restaurant.
Deary me. Never get stronger or never get bigger. This was originally a question, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
We've answered this. We're all
For
never get
me,
stronger, yeah.
yeah, never get stronger.
Favorite exercise? Mine's the Saturday hinge, where I'm just my back's in every shape, but I'm just picking up a lot of plates on the bar. I'm loving it. I think I'll pull 235 today, just for fun.
I'll pull 237.5 just to
No, you won't, mate. You'll break your back again. How is that, by the way? Is that
oh
fully
shit, I didn't mention
recovered?
that. Yeah, it's recovered. I'm glad I didn't bend over row on Thursday just to give it like a couple of days rest. But yeah, it's cleared up. Like it wasn't that bad. Like even like I got through the rest of the session okay last week. It was just like as soon as I did that last rep, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done
Mm.
that. But yeah, I'm sweet now. I can't even
Uh,
think what my favorite exercise would be.
What
Mine's
gives
gonna
you the
be
best pump?
the Arsenal leg press, to be honest.
That's up there for me as
Oh
well.
yeah. Oh, I really want to say dumbbell lateral, but that's like,
That's
I
shite.
yeah,
hate dumbbell lat. I fucking don't know what it is. I just look at them as fluff. Like they're obviously sick when you're lean and you're looking at yourself and you're like, yeah. But I don't know what it is. Like, see, actually just doing them. Laterals in general, I'm always like, man, this is like fucking, it's up there with tricep extensions for me. It's like, oh, well, suppose we may just get it done.
yeah. I don't know. I like using a bit of momentum with them.
Yeah.
It feels nice, just kind of like,
I think they're quite fun.
yeah. If I was doing a prime lateral, I don't think like can't really use momentum. That feels a little bit.
I think the prime lateral in general just feels shite.
I
I
agree with
don't
that.
know. I face away from the machine now, and that makes
Same.
it better.
I
Yeah.
Agree with
still
that.
don't get much through my side delts at all.
Here's one. I made for about the last 6 months, I swapped to do my lateral raises on a machine, single arm, and I've now swapped back to dual arm. And there's something really, really weird that happens there where you're definitely, I know you can obviously create a bit more stability because you've got one arm free, but I'm definitely stronger on a single arm setup than two. It's
Yeah.
actually, it always fries my head.
Interesting.
Um, but yeah, I've swapped back now to dual.
Oh, sorry. I think I'll go leg extension.
Oh,
Mm.
I'll go
Yeah.
leg extension.
Yeah. I love a leg extension.
Cybacks?
Oh yeah. Not a prime. Sideways.
Only when you're filming your quads though.
Yeah. The camera has to be all the way up here, top
All
of
the
it.
way up,
I can
and
see
the
the rest
shorts are
there.
pulled fully up.
Yep. Hiked right up my hole.
Oh, I hate showing off my physique. I'm just in the shadows. Let me just show my quads
Mate, it's a
contracted
little
12
teaser. It's
times.
like watching a trailer to a movie. That's what it's like.
As a spectator, classic men's physique or open?
Classic.
Open.
Classic.
Oh, I'm the
Ooh, it's an interesting one. Reasoning.
Better to watch.
Yeah.
just the freaks. I think classic is cool because everyone's coming in skin now, but I think open is just cooler to be honest. It is.
It is weird because, like, I would want to say open and bodybuilding, not even like, even on the natural stage, just because I know that that category suits me better. But then I don't know what it is. I just like all of the classic poses as well, and it's like the flow and the art to it. It's just
I'm
better to
thinking
watch.
even to the Arnold Classic, I was more excited to watch Classic than I was Open.
Yeah,
It was cool that once Andrew and Nick and stuff, once I'd seen them once, I was like, sick. I didn't want to watch the whole thing though. But with
yeah.
Classic, I was like really invested in seeing like Wesley, seeing the posing routines and the comparisons and stuff. Just
See,
got more enjoyment from that.
I think it comes down to me not giving a shit about posing routines and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I generally couldn't think of anything worse.
You'll probably
Um,
think of your posing routine the night before, Jake.
yeah,
Next
probably. How
AM.
many most muscular variations can I hit that make me look like I have some muscle?
Can't
That'll be
wait to
my
help you
approach.
make a routine.
You're not helping me, mate.
Oh,
Put in that. What side is it? My right quarter turn. I'm just gonna hit that like 3 times in my routine. That'll look quality. If you had to pick one between coffee, energy drinks, or pre-workout, what are you taking?
Energy drink.
I'm on coffee now.
I think I would go coffee.
Really? That surprises me because you dip your toes in all three of them, don't you? You like a
Not
stem?
really, not really stem anymore. I've
No?
had to go back. Yeah, it's hard to say because I think I don't know, like I couldn't have not have a monster, but I do really enjoy the whole process of having a coffee.
Coffee.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's nicer. It means more than just
Yeah,
picking up a monster, I think.
it's like the coffee's my treat rather than the monster being my treat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
For
I'll
me,
just
a
say here.
coffee is a start to the day, right? For me, a lot of the time, energy drinks are a bridge between meals,
Even in the off
especially if I'm
season,
working on the, yeah, eat,
Yeah,
five
especially if
thousand
I'm working on the
calories, I
desk.
still need that
Mate,
flavor.
I was talking to Reese Toole last night in the gym. You see, after a full week of like 6 to 7 hours sleep, bro, see, yesterday my eyes were burning all day. And I actually said to him, I was like, it's 6 p.m. here and I'm about to train. I would love to crack a monster right now, but I'm not doing that. And he was just like, yeah. And it's mad how, like, I was talking to a few people about this. It's mad how if you work at a desk all day, and I know Butcher, you'll probably get this as well. It's mad how tired you get from doing something that requires so little fucking effort.
Mhm. My Wednesday rest day puts me in the bin.
Yeah,
I genuinely come out of that rest day feeling worse than I do off like a leg pull day
yeah,
because I'm sat at my desk just looking at a computer screen all day. I'll try and break it up as best as I can, get out for a walk and stuff. But even still, it's just like the mental, it's very mentally taxing. But at the
yeah,
same time, you're just not, I don't even know how to describe it. You're not doing any heavy work, but it just
yeah,
feels draining.
yeah. It's not like you're fucking, out on a building site. I always felt guilty,
Yeah.
from that point of view about it, because like it's not, I could be doing many jobs that are a lot more physically taxing and then having to go in and further tax my body by training,
Hmm.
but I'm not. So yeah.
We are getting a new kitchen in, and I think I'm gonna get one
Oh,
of these coffee machines, like the big espresso bean
espresso
ones.
ones.
Yeah,
Nice.
100%.
I'm surprised you're not fucking freaking out about that though, Jake. We
I
got a new
am,
kitchen
mate.
in.
I
We
think
got a
I'm
new kitchen in
gonna.
what, a year and a half ago, mate, and it took 3 weeks.
What
Yeah.
did you do? Like, how did you
Um,
approach that?
so I done meal prep at my granda's house where it's pretty close to here, so I would have just done the prep there. Also, um, yeah, as well, to be fair, I think we asked them to set up a temporary hob so that you could still cook, even though the kitchen looked like a fucking
Bomb site.
bomb site. Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna live with my nanny and granda, to be honest.
it's pretty tough, mate, for people like
Mhm.
us to navigate.
They'll love that. Like, they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, Jake's
Up there's
living with
Jake.
us."
Does he want 400 mils of olive oil in his pasta to fatten him up a bit?
Why is he
Um,
talking about insulin? What's this about?
what's insulin sensitivity? Um, then they'll see me coming in with my 10 tubs of perform and be like, "Oh, okay, maybe this wasn't a good idea."
See you pinning Elkhorn?
I can't, they don't know about that.
No,
They're not finding out at all.
No, they see you doing
Um,
that, they'll be thinking you're on the dark side.
don't feel like
I swear it's water based. It's literally an amino acid, Nanny. Don't worry about it.
the
Hey,
building
Sean.
block. It's a building block.
And then below that, I've got your coffee order. Now, this is no holds barred, like what you genuinely want, not like you,
Gingerbread latte, like that kind of.
yeah, like if you want that, if that would be your ideal coffee order, go ahead.
Unicorn latte with 3 pumps of
Mm,
marshmallow fluff.
pinkety drinkety,
Yeah,
please.
pinkety drinkety, please.
For a
Nah,
while, mine was a coconut matcha, like if I was going to a coffee shop, but I think mine generally is like a short black or a long black, depending on the day. Long black. Hmm.
oh, yeah, I'd agree. Nah, I'm gonna say, to be honest, just it's so boring, mate. But like a coconut milk latte,
Hot.
yeah,
You were on ice latte kick for a while, weren't you? But that was
yeah.
like that
But
was heavy.
you only really, to be honest, mate, like yeah, an iced latte is it's nice on a summer's day,
I'd
unless
I'd never order like a caramel iced latte by myself. I'd
no,
never go into a coffee shop and those words come out of my mouth if
no,
nobody else is beside me and I'm in like a group or something.
yeah.
I'm
Um,
interested to hear yours, Butcher.
I don't know. I don't actually know. I would probably even just a cappuccino.
That's what I
Don't
was
mind a
thinking.
cappuccino,
Do
but
you always get chocolate on top?
sometimes get cinnamon instead. Just
I
take.
actually think cinnamon's better. I think you taste
Yeah.
the cinnamon more than chocolate. A
I,
cappuccino.
I, to
I'd
be honest,
agree.
I actually think I would just go Americano with oat milk. I think I'm having this every day, and I absolutely love it.
Does the oat milk ever make your tummy feel funny?
It doesn't actually, no.
You're a lucky boy.
Mhm.
Lucky boy. Know what hits the spot sometimes? A maca. Now I need my milk drinks extra hot.
Oh, mate, I forgot about mochas.
Extra hot maca. You ever had a maca with coconut milk? Mate,
No,
ridiculous.
see, in Denmark, Finn and I made decaf mochas, but it was like decaf instant, and then we had this like chocolate milk that we put in, so it wasn't really like a mocha, but it was like our version of it, and fuck me, that was
It's
incredible.
so it was more like a decaf Americano with chocolate milk.
Yes.
Maca. Yeah, it's homemade maca, lads. Right. A city break or a week in the sun?
Week in the sun.
Week in the sun.
I'm going city break. Tokyo counts as a city break.
Don't know if it
Oh,
does,
this is a
man, but
good. We're on to the last two. Favorite Ben and Jerry's tub. What it actually is mine? What do I have
Ah,
top?
caramel brownie party.
I still haven't tried that.
yeah,
Shout
caramel
out.
brownie party.
Well, shout out Gabe here because he's the first one to try. What do you call it?
It's
No, terrifically churros.
Churros or something. Yeah.
We need to get
He
on.
said he's gonna get me a top when I'm over in Birmingham.
I have Netflix and chilled number one apparently
Yeah,
according to my
Netflix and
list.
chilled was on the tip of my tongue until I remembered about caramel brownie party.
Do you have a worst flavor? Mine's the oat
Baked
milk
Alaska.
cookie.
Shout out Shay.
No, that's best. Vanilla ice cream and vanilla pieces. Oh, it's unreal.
I
You know what's
do.
mad? That's probably the same calories as like a caramel brownie party. I swear they all just make go
They're
to
about,
like
yeah,
1100.
yeah.
I baked Alaska bottom as well. Yeah.
And I have the oat milk one bottom. It sucks.
How did you even get that?
Oh, fuck me.
Brandon got it in Copenhagen, and I asked for a spoonful, and it was fucking stinking. He didn't realize it was non-dairy though.
Right.
Hmm.
And last one, strong front shots or strong rear shots.
Front.
Oh, don't need a back
Strong,
double.
strong front shots because I think my rear shots are probably better than my front shots. So
I would probably go front because there's something about like having your face in the shot
Yeah.
as well.
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
really
man.
nice.
I hate posting rear shots. Like I
Yeah.
just hate it.
So
Not
I
even down to like soggy glutes. It's just like my face isn't there. It's just weird. Why am I
Yeah,
posting
why am
a
I just
shot?
posting my arse? It's like,
imagine not having a back as well. It just
yeah,
makes it 10 times worse.
it's like the male
Yeah, and still
equivalent
having the
of
confidence to post your rear double and rear lat spread.
even if it looks well, until I have like lines up my glutes, I'm just not posting my glutes on my story. Like,
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't
Because
think I've posted them in a long time.
they're
I don't know.
soggy. They're not boxed
Yeah,
off anymore.
immediately soggy. No, they're still relatively blocks. They're becoming more candle-like, but melted candle. But
Wax.
that's the quick fires done. See, bam.
yep. So I suppose we should say I forgot. I totally forgot, mate. I had so much to get through with Ciaran and the last guest episode to even run through those. But obviously, yeah, we're planning to run through those with each guest that comes on. So we thought we may as well run through them as well. We'll obviously get into them with Nico next week as well. But yeah, so another thing, I think Jake, you got a question about this, but I thought it was worth touching on just as a bit of a topic, colleagues and judging bodybuilding. So I guess the context of that was that like, you know, let's use Matt as an example, working at B&M, bodybuilding,
It was the
or
range, mate.
the
It wasn't
range, mate,
B&M.
same thing. Um, yeah, working in there and people, it's just like a general environment you would expect to go into. Nobody has a fucking clue what you do, and then they're going, "Whoa, like why are you eating mince and rice 3 times a day?" And then you have to explain everything.
It's
That
like
kind of
it came through in the question box like a good few weeks ago, and my first immediate thought was like, why are you taking their opinions on board? Like you go into that job and it's really not unless you're focusing your life about your job, who really cares? Like sort of leave that at the door. And even when you're in there and if people are being a bit judgy, like no one really understands the sport, even outside of your work. So like you wouldn't take someone's opinion on board or care about them judging you outside of work. So why do you really care what the colleagues think? If you have to get
yeah,
your meals in, you just get your meals in.
Mhm.
I don't
yeah,
think anyone's opinion should sort of shift what you do and what you enjoy.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is it. At the end of the day, they're colleagues, right? Uh, Maybe I have a bit of a cold view on this, right? But this has always just been my outlook. I mean, I go to work to earn money. I don't go in to make mates. Obviously you do as a byproduct. And like for me, for example, I'm managing a team. I would like to hope all of the guys in my team don't think I'm a dickhead, Like obviously I get on with them all with mutual interests, different things, gaming, movies, blah blah blah. And obviously we all have the same profession, so we're talking anyway. But One thing obviously none of them have in common with me is that I'm a bodybuilder and I train, quite religiously. One of them actually made a comment yesterday that I'm at the gym 10 times a week. And it took me a second to realize, oh, there's not 10 times or there's not 10 days in a week. So, but anyway, yeah, I just disassociated, um, work with making mates. And then if you're not trying to be like close friends with someone, why do you care? You know, like not everybody, you can't please everyone. And as well, one thing that always drives me up the ball in those environments is everybody's talking about going out and getting blocked every weekend and getting on the piss, going drinking, all the rest of it, which does not appeal to me in the slightest anymore. We could probably do a podcast about that, to be fair, in a couple of weeks. Because I'm sure we'll have different stories to share there. Um, but yeah, no, I just honestly, as the time's gone on, maybe it's because I'm obviously a couple of years older, than you both, but I do not care anymore what other people think. And I think the sooner you realize that that's the best outlook to have as well, the better it'll just benefit you. So
What do you think about having colleagues on socials, like on your like bodybuilding Instagram? Because I know in my job I have a right few of them, and to my surprise, no one gives a shit about
Mm.
me posting in a thong.
yeah.
It was, for me, it was a little bit, I suppose, a little bit different because it was all, I was working like a retail job, but it was also doing the coaching. So I was
Hmm.
coaching the school kids. So because I'm not like a teacher and stuff, I don't need to be like private and stuff on social media. So a lot of them would follow me, but sometimes I would kind of realize like I've posted like, especially when I was on prep, like Christmas tree transition, showing my glutes and stuff, and then you'd have the kids like in the story, and I'm kind of just like, oof, should I be posting that?
So weird, yeah.
But like I was kind of lucky in the sense that everybody I worked with, maybe they didn't understand it, but they actually respected it quite well, and they were like really interested in it because they were like, oh, like you're getting on stage, you're going to all these shows, you're very disciplined and stuff. So they actually took a really good interest in it. And I suppose like especially for me and you, CBAM, the fact that we actually did quite well and we're a little bit further in along in our like bodybuilding journeys compared to other people, it made it easier for them to accept. I feel like when you're
Yeah.
younger, like let's say you're like 18, 19 years old, you've been doing this for maybe a year or two, you maybe don't have the physique of someone who's winning shows, but you're just as heavily invested in the process. I think that's where maybe it's a little bit difficult because you almost don't have as much to kind of show for it. Like they're saying, why are you doing this? Why are you prepping all your meals? But you still just look like a normal person in clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like I was going away to shows, I did MBFI, did really well there. Then I qualified, went out to Denmark. So they're seeing all these things and me going and going to all these big shows, and they're like, oh, that's really cool. But if I was maybe 2, 3 years before in my journey where I'm literally just going to regional shows, maybe haven't even stepped on stage yet, haven't even thought about prepping, but I'm still just as invested in the process as someone else,
Yeah.
then it's a little bit different. And I suppose like Jake, you might be able to touch on that, with you not having actually competed yet and but
Not
still
having any
living the
muscle.
lifestyle. Well, no, but still living the lifestyle just as good as anyone else, but you haven't got these things to kind of back it up yet. If that kind of
No.
makes sense.
So when I started my Instagram and stuff and started taking this serious and working with Noah, I was still in sixth form. And the reception of the account in sixth form was the polar opposite of now in work. Everyone was sort of like, apart from like my closest circle of like maybe two, three, four mates, a handful of mates, they were like, oh, fair enough, this is what he wants to do. But majority of people were like, this is a bit weird, you're in your boxers posting you hitting poses. It even went as far as at our Milo's playing with his toy. I don't know if you can hear that. Shut up. It even went as far as at our formal when we were doing awards, they took one of my check-in shots and put it on
Oh, God.
the projector screen
Yeah, I
as
know.
like for my nomination picture as me hitting a black back lat
Like
spread.
rear of the year or
Of
something.
course, it was
No, no,
fucking.
it was for like gym rat, and then it was also for like biggest glow up and me hitting a rear lat
Yeah.
spread, and I was like, Cheers. Got scammed out of that one. Fucking shite though. The winner knows who they were, and they fucking cheated the system. I should have won that. Should have been walking home with two trophies there. Uh, but yeah, like it wasn't received well. But then now that it's sort of like, I'm on like 2,000 followers on the Instagram, and like my work colleagues actually see that I'm doing something. I'm on these podcasts, I'm making YouTube videos, I'm actually making moves in the industry. They're like, this is cool. They're interested in it. They ask me about my training split, about my meals, just everything to do with the process. And even this only happened recently, but when I went in for my haircut there, I think this sort of ties in with it. Like the guy, my barber was cutting someone's hair. Open this door because I feel like the room's echoing. My barber was cutting someone's hair, and he said my barber told me after this when he left this after he left, he was like, "Is that Jake Byers, the bodybuilder guy?" And my barber was like, "What? That's just Jake." Like, and
Yeah.
it's like because he's known me from the very start, but now people that are only finding out about me now see this Instagram that's been built up over years, and they're like, "Oh, he's actually someone," I
Yeah.
guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. I get that quite a lot. It's in those stupid places though, like going to the barbers. Like I walk into the barbers. I mean, I walked into the barbers with a can of Ghost a couple of weeks ago, and they were all like, "Mate, what's that you're on? What's that you're on? Is this like the secret?" And I was like, no,
Fucking
mate. It's
energy
just a
drink.
can of energy drink, but it happens to not be a Monster." And then the conversation naturally from there goes to, "Oh, how are you getting on with the training and blah de blah," and then other people are sitting around thinking like, "What's going on here? Like, who is this guy?" Um, it is weird that. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like I think I was in the mix for biggest glow up at my formal awards, but I've had a few people say to me like definitely not. I hands down it would have been
Look
me.
at Wow, what a
Um,
good looking chap.
I know, I know.
Look at that physique. Look at
It
those
seems to be
glutes.
a thing, mate. Like if you yeah, like if you're into physique development and bodybuilding, you're probably in the running for it.
Mm.
Which is a bit mad. Um But yeah, no, I could see that, that you might have got a bit of stick during school. I know Reese gets it, as well at the minute.
You generally just have to take it on the chin. Like when
Yeah.
you can imagine my shock when my like sick, like 70 kilo arse doing a rear lat spread was up on the big screen in front of a couple of hundred people,
Mm.
but you just have to laugh it off and be like, well,
Teachers and all. Yeah.
just because bit like I'm not going to change what I'm doing because this is what I enjoy. Like
This is who
you
you
don't need to
are.
change anything, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think for me, I started my account when I actually looked decent enough, and I knew that this was what I wanted to do.
Hmm.
So it wasn't like I was getting into the gym immediately starting the account. Like I trained for a good few years, built a decent enough physique, and I was during lockdown to be fair. So I was like, well, if people slag me off, they're not, it's just going to be online anyway. I'm probably not going to
Yeah.
see it. Um, but I think if I was to like be starting from scratch and literally like start going to the gym and be like, oh, this bodybuilding thing's cool, I probably wouldn't start a fitness account straight away because I would
Yeah.
have that fear of like
Yeah.
people
There's
judging me, and I don't
still
think I'd be ready to accept it, if that kind of makes sense. I'd kind of like having something to kind of back all of it up and
yeah.
then be like, yeah, this is what I do.
The way I think of it is people are always going to judge you until you actually make it somewhere,
Oh, mate.
I think,
Yeah, it's crazy.
without a doubt.
Yeah. There's still plenty of people who probably for that reason they only post stage shots and like stuff from prep and then you just don't hear from them for 3 years on social media, you know? I can think of a fair few, but yeah, I think the biggest take home there is probably just focus on yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. And at the end of the day, you need to do what makes you happy and feel fulfilled. And for the large majority of us, it's training, you know. That's what gives you purpose and structure. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of things you would be a lot worse doing, you
I
know.
also think the type of content that you post on that account is also quite important in terms of the reception it gets from people. Like
Yeah.
when I look through Jake's Instagram, I see like good training clips, the odd physique posts and stuff.
Food.
But if you're looking at someone's account, if you're looking at someone's account and they're posting those CapCut edits of them like breathing after a set, that's when people are maybe going to think, what the fuck's this guy doing? And that's
Yeah.
when they maybe have, certain opinions about you, and you're maybe getting sent into a couple of group chats without knowing it. But like, I think if you're posting valuable content for the right reasons, and it is like, training based, like that's what bodybuilding is. Bodybuilding, I think social media has kind of ruined it, where people are like posting those motivational videos and expecting a good response from people. It's like post your training, post your physique updates and stuff like that, educational content.
Yeah.
It'll be well received by people and more likely going to be accepted.
Yeah, for sure. Um, right. Well, we'll get into questions.
Yeah. Send her on.
Um,
Hold on.
did we all put a question box up, or
I
I
forgot to.
didn't.
so it's just me?
Yeah, but you got a
Okay,
fair few, so you
that's all
can.
right. I'll crack on then. So there's a good couple here. So number one from GB Training, he's actually asked three questions. Um, is the Cybex hack overrated?
Mark two, yes. Mark one, no.
No. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. The second one he asked, which is certainly interesting, but yeah, would an umbilical hernia be marked down heavily on stage? I don't know that it would, but it's definitely an issue. Like I'm just thinking about Phil Heath,
Yeah, no, it
especially what he
definitely
had.
is. It
You know,
definitely
like
is.
Does Keon have one as well?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure. But his
more,
stomach is like kind of
It's
fucked
his
in
abs
general,
are just
isn't it?
going
Yeah.
yeah,
east and west, like they're already away.
yeah. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, if you got one, that's it, you're fucked. But
It'll probably
it's how
decide
it
a
impacts your midsection.
tiebreaker.
It's
Yeah,
You need to remember everything to do with your physique is getting judged, whether it's like actually being written down and scored, or more so just like mental.
Subconscious,
And
yeah.
yeah,
do you know?
because if you're looking at someone and they're fully covered
Yeah,
in tattoos, like that's going to have an impact. You're not getting marked down because you've got tattoos, but if it's actually taken away from your physique and what the judges are supposed to be judging you on, then it will be sort of impacting it. Same with like the hernia. Like if that's affecting the midsection, the look of the midsection, like you said, it'll take away from how you're kind of scored against other people.
yeah. Do you know what's mad? I think I'm not sure. I'll show you whenever, obviously, my month out. I think I might have one.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly do. I've noticed it before. I noticed it whenever I was on prep last year, like above my belly button, there's like a very clear protrusion from
Mm-hmm.
between my abs. I'm not sure though, and I do have a hernia on my calf as well that peeks through once in a while. But yeah, I don't know. Like it could be one, it could not be one. But yeah, we'll obviously see. Um, okay, this one's kind of a big one and requires some context. Because he sent me four voice notes about it. It's from Shay. Opinions on the lack of knowledge in the northern capital, Northern Irish bodybuilding scene versus overseas. Now, essentially what he's talking about here is he sent me a voice note explaining that some boy in his gym was in decent nick and his mate came up to Shay and was like, lad, what's happening? My mate over there, he's thinking about competing. What's the best fat burner to put him on? I was thinking of like SHA 11T25, some like random number. Uh,
RTD2.
D3PO.
Yeah, they all sound like fucking models of Terminator, honestly. But yeah, and he was like, just I think whenever he said it, he was just a bit flabbergasted and was like, why is that the case here? And the example that he used was, and it's quite funny because I've had it before in Iron Gym. People get into decent nick here and then they start asking around the gym, what should I do? What should I take? What should I'm thinking about hopping on stage. The first person they fucking ask is the gym owner. Oh mate, like what should I do here? And I know that would happen in Elite as well, with your man. Um,
Mark.
yeah, but it
Mm-hmm.
happened a lot in the Fitness Forge. Well, it's called the Fitness Forge now. It was Iron Gym, RIP. Um, I honestly don't know, mate. Like my opinion on it is just, to be honest, my opinion on it is as a people, we're maybe not the smartest bunch, to be honest.
I don't even know. I think you have to agree that there is a disparity in knowledge, but to why that's happening, I generally don't know either because everyone's got access to social media as well. It is just, I don't know. I
And
feel
who you
like,
follow.
yeah, it has to be down to who you follow because you can gain so much knowledge through following the right people on Instagram. But at the same time, if you just follow shitters, your head's gonna be rotted and you could be led down such a wrong path.
I just think a lot of people here don't even want to learn, mate. Like they're just kind of stuck in their
Hmm.
ways. And it's like you try and explain some, like a good example, mate, is your man saying to you about the bags in the gym,
Oh yeah.
right? And then that guy as well saying to me on Sunday about recording machine movements. Like, why would you want to do that? I understand free weights, but why? And it's like, bro, like, I'm not even gonna get into it. But yeah, um, yeah, it is that thing. It's like, why would you even say that? Like, I don't know.
You know what I
Oh,
think as well? I feel like a lot of people who maybe get into the fitness scene over here and like, oh, I want to do a photo shoot, they'll look for like Northern Irish bodybuilders potentially, and they go to them, and then suddenly that's where all that info is coming from. But those Northern Irish bodybuilders aren't getting their info from like the right places.
yeah, it's just what's passed down, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's almost like they're just filtered down this side street
Mhm.
that's so detached from the fucking main road. And it's
yeah,
like you're always just so then that info gets passed on. It's like, okay, he's gone to this bodybuilder. That bodybuilder has just been pumping gear and they haven't got any good info. And then that person becomes a coach,
yeah,
got in good shape, and they start taking clients, and then immediately they're putting like photo shoot clients and lifestyle people on fat burners and GLP-1s and stuff. And then once again, over time, they're becoming into or getting into the industry. They're telling their mates about it. This is what I took. So suddenly, all these people, this scene is growing, but it's so far away from what should be the right process of doing it.
yeah,
That's just kind of escalating and getting worse and worse.
yeah, 100%. Um, yeah, I don't know. I could talk about that one all day, to be fair, but I think it is just, as he said in the question, it's a lack of knowledge and people maybe just not. I don't know. I
No,
just think as a
yeah.
people, we're not fully aware, to be honest. There's definitely, I think, like a limiting mindset here in terms of everything. Um, yeah, next one. Jack Morrison.
Oh fuck.
Here we go.
This is gonna be mega.
Passionately kiss a guy every day for a year or give three blowjobs to completion in a year.
This is a fucking natural physique coaching podcast question.
Yeah.
Only
We have to do
so
it.
this is only a year. It's only taken a year of your life.
Yeah.
Passionately
Uh,
kiss a bye or suck a bye off to completion. 3 times a year.
yeah.
Fuck.
So what was the first one? How many times?
Passionately kiss a guy every day for a year.
I'm not putting a dick in
I
my
couldn't.
mouth.
Yeah, neither am I, mate. I'm
Yeah, I'll
sorry.
fucking
I don't
neck
know if I
on.
could do that every day. I feel like I could get blackout drunk though, and do the other one 3 times a
Are
year.
you
Oh my
making, are you
fucking
bringing
You know
them to
God.
what I mean?
completion though? If you're
Oh fuck!
drunk?
Oh no, no, I forgot about the
Imagine,
completion. The completion part changes that actually.
Yeah.
yeah. Because even if you're obviously not going to swallow, like, but even spitting, it's still going to be in there.
Can we just end this fucking question?
Yeah.
There's
We're
no
Uh,
kissing
right
the
answer.
bays. Can we
There's only
kiss each
wrong.
other? And then it's not that bad.
yeah, it's not that bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going for the first one, to be honest, to give an answer there. Um, Another question from him. Lifestyle Loops Royal Rumble, including previous guests. Who wins?
Royal Rumble, like, what are we saying? What is a Royal Rumble?
It's like
It's like a wrestling match.
Are we just fighting?
no, so everyone's in the ring at the same time. It's kind of like last man standing, but you have to throw them over the top rope.
Ah.
I back myself to be honest.
Now, to be honest, wrestling, I think I could do decent wrestling. Fighting, if it was just a fist fight, I'd be gone.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't fight at all. But wrestling, I think I could do you like. Can you do headlocks in wrestling? No.
Can yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I
I
used
back
to.
myself with the rugby background and also the
yeah.
fact I've watched WWE so much that
That
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
mate, it
That
does. I
does
know
not
I've
mean
got a couple of
anything.
tricks up my sleeve.
To
I'm
be
gonna
fair, I'm
be
not going to back myself. Actually, yeah. There's
Jake, imagine it was like me against you in a ring. You're not taking me.
mate, but I'm. Are we taking body weights right now?
it's not I don't think it's a bodyweight thing though, mate.
I'm
Like
I
so
think
detached.
I
I'm
think
so
at
detached from the scale, mate. I'm so detached from the scale. I don't even
our
know.
level our level of skill, I think body weight matters. So you can chuck Kieran and Shay out. Aiden
well,
as well. He's probably
I
70
feel
kilo.
like Aiden doesn't have the aggression to like.
Yeah, I
he's
think
Aiden
too
would
Aiden
just
would
be
young.
just
like, you know
walk out.
what? All right, I'll go over the top rope here.
Yeah.
Lads, more. Um, I don't
I'm away
know.
here to get my cream of rice. Um, yeah, for me, I have to say, I think it's me or Matt. The only
Yeah,
reason I'm
Fuck
saying
yeah,
myself,
mate.
yeah.
Guys, I'm the
mate,
tallest
I've never
here.
said this, but I'm a black belt. Like, I have a bit of knowledge of wrestling and stuff as
Black
well.
belt in what?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, so
Why'd you
that's
give that up? Wait, when did you do that? Weren't
During school, mate. Like, from like P7 up until like, yeah, up until I would say like fifth year, mate, I was like flat out at that. And then hockey as well. Those were my sports.
and is a black belt at that level the same as like an adult being a black belt?
It's not quite,
See, you're
but it's
chatting
still
shite.
there.
You're
but
It's
even
chatting
still
still, that's
shite.
shy.
pretty
Yeah.
impressive. Like,
It's
No, it's
still,
not.
I would still know what I'm doing. Like if I was in like a grapple or something, like
mhm.
I'd know what I'm doing. Like I have a couple moves that I still even remember that I could do, mate. You know? So,
Okay, I'll back out. I'm not gonna back myself at all.
and Matt obviously has the rugby background. I think there's something to be said for like that as well. Like fucking scrums and shit. Like, bro,
Just even like learning how to tackle someone to the ground properly.
yeah.
Jake,
If
you
we
get absolutely battered by both of us anyway.
by both these,
If it was like all three of us,
I'll
I
give
think
it
me and Sivan would just go straight for you, chuck you over the rope.
well, that's not fair. Guys, imagine if I was like 215 pounds again, though these aren't moving me.
What's that in kilos? Like,
Almost 100, like
90.
97.
Yeah.
well, mate, like you've seen my stiff legs. I could easily just pick you up off the ground, chuck you, chuck
Yeah,
you
but
over
then
Chuck
you'd
it away.
you'd pull your back, you'd slip a
No.
disc. Yeah,
Um,
I'll give it to you too. You
yeah,
can decide who wins between you.
I'll give it the butcher just because of the rugby stuff.
I think I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to. I think my fitness would probably let me down if Sebam just wore me out a wee bit with his grappling. Then
See, guys, I'm doing 90 minutes of CV a week with a minute sprint at the end of that. I'm touching
You're really going for this, mate. Like,
170 BPM. Like my fitness isn't giving up.
I do 30 minutes of posing on a rest day.
I couldn't get
yeah.
fucked.
Um, yeah, we'll move on. Dom asked, first one, are you planning on coming over to Newry for the Andrew Jack seminar? So first off, mate, I actually thought this was in the gym Lurgan.
Yes, have you
Yeah,
noticed they changed that?
yeah,
So does that mean Lurgan's not going to open?
Yeah,
Come,
that's kind of what it sounds like.
yeah.
that's a fucking piss take by
Yeah,
Declan.
it's
Come
not
on.
great. It's a bit annoying. So the answer for me there is no, because
Neither.
I haven't got a ticket. And also he was in Empire a couple of years ago as well, which is obviously a lot
I've
quicker.
also no interest. I've nothing to learn from him from his training, and I do not like that mindset of idolizing people as well. Love his physique, but I couldn't imagine being buzzing to meet him. Be like, can we take a
Mm.
photo? Can we get a photo?
What are you really gaining from like sitting down and listening to him speak for a couple of hours?
Nothing. What does
If
he
he was
train
just
like?
guest posing or something, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. He probably. I wonder will he pose? Posing to like 30 fellas just sitting on like chairs in the middle of Jim Newry. This is great.
Um,
No, I'll not be there.
yeah. Another question from him. Top three music bands.
Inhaler is probably my all-time favorite. Blossoms is up there as well. I only discovered them because they played before Inhaler at the time that time I went to see Inhaler. And you're gonna need to give me a minute to think of a third.
It's all right. For me, I'm gonna say, obviously it does change over time because like 5 years ago, wouldn't even have knew who the fuck some of these people are. But um, probably like Bad Omens, Def Leppard,
Oh, shite.
and
I'm struggling here.
mate,
Trying to
yeah,
think.
I'm just gonna say Whitesnake.
Yeah, I was thinking Whitesnake as well.
Like, do I
I've if I
know?
did a top five, it would be easier, but I don't really want to.
Yeah,
Oh, Radiohead probably.
Mm.
I don't really like like Deftones and stuff. Like I like their songs, but they all sound the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
I
fair
don't
enough.
really like them, to be honest.
I'd go Radiohead.
I think I would go Dire Straits, Oasis, and then
Fuck, I forgot about Oasis. But I think I find it a tough listen, some of their songs.
Yeah, my dad's put me off Oasis because he
If
just
someone
listens.
stuck on Wonderwall for me, I think I'd vomit.
Wonderwall and Don't Look Back in Anger. Fucking put them in the bin, like. But they've
Yeah,
got so many other good ones. I'd maybe go like either AC/DC or Foo Fighters or Whitesnake or Scorpions.
Scorpions are good. Um, okay. Um, I've got. I mean, I guess this is a discussion point from Jay. He said people overthink the gym. Consistency is the most important variable. Yeah,
This was my basically the topic of my that solo podcast I done, the first episode. It literally dictates everything. Like you can be operating at 75% for 3 years, you're gonna make more progress than the guy who operates at 100 for 1 year.
yeah,
As long as what you're doing is sustainable, you can be consistent with it.
yeah.
The actual way I phrased it in the solo podcast is the way to go about making the most progress is finding the balance between what's 100% sustainable and also going to make the most amount of progress. So it could be you could be making 90% of the progress that you possibly could, but you're doing that in a 100% sustainable method, if
Mhm.
you sort of get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But yeah, consistency rules all.
100%.
Yep.
That was from Jay Gibson, by the way, and he's asked another one here, which I'm just going to weigh in on, because I still pull off blocks. But he said, should it count if Reese Toll beats me if he pulls off blocks? Brackets. I'm 4 years older. I'm going to say yes, mate. To be honest.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh,
You're
very
not
Why
cheap.
is
beating
he
Rice.
pulling? I think
He's
at the end of
pulling
the
off
day, you need to
blocks
look at the
because
individual physique differences in terms of like limb length. Are you doing the
Doesn't
same amount of range of motion?
yeah, that's fair. He's only
You
pulling off
can't deep
one
it that
block.
much though.
Yeah, like mate, he's only pulling off one block. I think it's different if you're pulling off one to pulling off two. Two's too much. The reason that I pull off blocks is because if I don't pull off blocks, my spine is just not straight enough, and it's not safe. That's the reason AJ has me doing it. Um, and I can lift more. So it was the same thing we saw with Reese. Now there is an argument there that he was new to the movement at the time and he wanted to get strong. That's why I put the blocks in. And I'm also pretty confident that he has like 6 weeks of pushing up left. Once he cracks on with his diet and boxes that off, I'm pretty confident that we'll take the blocks out.
I think making a big change to programming that close to a diet or during a diet is a bad idea. So
Stupid. Yeah.
you're safer keeping it to the surplus
Yep.
or
100%.
re-entering.
Um, GB training again. Is ESN rice pudding worth it? Better than cream of rice?
Ooh, better than rice flour, that's for fucking sure. I actually made rice pudding for my post-workout today. I put mac oil in it.
Right?
Had a little taster as well. Tasted quite nice, but no, it's not better than cream of rice.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
I
I've
think
changed
the
my
only
opinion.
time where rice pudding would take over would be like like high days or when
And just when food's high and
food
you've no
is
appetite,
really
No
high.
appetite.
because
Yeah.
you can get away, you can like it's not out of the question doing 1-to-1 water to rice pudding ratio. But
Mhm.
see if you tried to cook cream of rice less than 3-to-1, you're
Mate,
eating.
do you
It's
know
impossible.
you know Cosma, the Polish guy.
Yeah.
I was
Hmm.
chatting to him at the seminar, and he was saying how he was doing 1-to-1 cream of rice to water. And I was like, "Are you mad?" And he was like, "Oh, I was doing 200 grams of cream of rice and 200 mils of water." And it was like a literal block. It was cooked within about a minute. It was ridiculous.
I think, well, it's impossible to do with the kettle, but microwave you could get away with it, but it
Yeah.
just wouldn't be enjoyable. At that point, I'd literally just be
Yeah.
swapping to sushi rice and it'd probably sit better. I
Mhm.
also think how concentrated the amount, like 200 grams to 200 mils of water, the concentration of like artificial sweeteners, I think that's asking for stomach problems.
Problems. Yeah. Yeah. So to answer the question, I do think it's worth it. It's good to try, and the macros of it are a bit mad. To be fair, the first times you have it, you're a bit like, "Fuck me, really." But I don't think it's better than cream of rice, to be
I
honest.
think it's rice pudding is more like oats than cream of rice.
Yeah.
If you're comparing it to oats, that's where maybe I'd be like, yeah, 100%. It would be better. But
Yeah.
cream of rice, I think it's actually almost like a completely different product.
Yeah, maybe if you want, maybe if high food oats aren't digesting well or you don't have the appetite, but you still want that texture, you could go down the route of rice pudding.
Yeah. I have two more. Um, so these are from Oliver Elliott. Dream and or favorite visited places or holiday destination?
Japan,
Huh?
been there. I was thinking of Thailand recently.
Hmm.
I think I'd like to hit up Thailand. Imagine lifestyle loops in Thailand.
Thailand.
Ping pong show.
Hectic.
For me, I hate to say it, the place I've visited, it is Dubai, man. It just is. But other ones that I would like to go, like dream destinations, I'd like to go to Malaysia, Singapore probably, Singapore, um, and Bali would be pretty cool. Those sorts of places, yeah. Asia in
You
general.
could do that little Asia circuit that everyone does.
Yeah, could.
You take a month out of bodybuilding after prep and I'll do it with you.
100%.
Holiday
Future?
post prep. Holiday post prep. That's not good for the
Nah,
binge.
mate, it's
Oh, it's
Asian
not.
Asian food you can't spell. It's fine.
Mate, you're proof that you can spell very easily. Um, Dream destinations. I feel there's so many places that I want to go, but there's nowhere that I'm like, this is my dream. Like I'd love to go to Australia. I'd love to go to Japan. I'd love to go to like Hawaii and South America. Like there's so many different places that I would just like to go to, but there's nowhere where I'm like, I need to go to this place.
I think my life would revolve around travel a lot more if I didn't do what I done.
You
Because
do.
it
Yeah.
is, you have to think you can still progress your physique traveling, but it's not going to be to the same degree. Like if
No.
you take a month out to travel Asia, you're making half the progress that you would
Like it
then in your
takes
routine.
if you try and bodybuild, it kind of takes the fun out of the travel aspect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then it's like,
This
definitely.
what are
is
you doing it for?
this is why when I go away on holidays, if I'm going away for a week, a lot of the time I'll try and line it up with a deload and I try to just not train.
I think that's
Because as
smart.
well, there's nothing worse than training, especially if you're in a hot country, training in some shite gym, sweating your balls off. It's and as well they'll have that rule there where it's like you have to put a towel down and all, and you
Mhm.
actually need the towel because you're sweating that much. It's just like, man, I don't want it. Yeah. No, I don't think it is frustrating, like, but like I'd much rather go on a couple city breaks, you know, than go and like travel for a month because it's so interruptive to, it's not conducive to your goals really. If
Yeah.
you're at the end of the day, our routine is so key to what we do. Um, and then yeah, last one, although I know Matt's not here. Favorite cuisine and the best meal you've had from it?
Fuck. Would it be Japanese?
It would
Yeah.
be for me.
Could be Indian, you know?
It's one of the yeah, it's one of those two.
Yeah, I think this sandwich could be life changing that we're about to have in an hour's time.
Yeah. I am looking forward to it to be fair. I've not had anything today except for 60 grams away as well, so
Seriously.
um
Oh, you're on a rest day though, so you have to be
can get away with
cautious
it.
of the spill.
Butcher, did you hear that question or do you want me to repeat it? It's the last one.
Go for it.
Favorite cuisine and the best meal you've had from it? Hashtag lifestyle.
Favorite cuisine.
I think I'll go Japanese and I'll think I'll go Ginza.
Yep.
I'm
Facts.
torn. I'm torn between Indian and Italian because
Italian? Yeah, I think
Italian,
Italian's
you've
naff.
got pizza, pasta, like there's
Naff.
I love Italian, but the problem is you can't go for an Italian and come away from it and think, do you know what? I actually did tick some of the boxes that I'm required to tick every day as far as my nutrition goes. It's
No
just pure
protein.
fat.
mm,
Yeah.
hmm
Whereas at least sushi and stuff, you can come away and go, all right, that was probably about 300 grams of carbs and about four times my usual sodium, but there's still some protein there, you
I
know?
think Indian will give you that chicken on your protein.
Yeah,
So
Trace from the naan as well.
yeah,
Protein supplementation coming in. For
um
sure.
I do like Mexican as well.
It wouldn't be up there for me though. I've only had tacos a couple times.
yeah.
Like a quesadilla though.
Quesadillas,
Um,
fajitas, even nachos and stuff.
nah, I think nachos are shite.
When you get good ones,
Are
it's
they not Spanish?
Nah, Mexican.
Oh, are
Mexican.
they? Would Spanish be up there? Paella? You can get a good paella.
Yeah. But that's
Paella.
really
What
all
do you
they've
call
got.
thingy as well? Tapas.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't like that. I had izakaya in Japan, and I don't like the idea of ordering little
Okay.
things and just
Yeah.
keep it
I
coming.
actually do because you're like you can try so much.
Hmm.
But then it's also you're risking the spillage on
You
aisle
forget about the
shopping.
spillage though and just think enjoyment.
Just enjoyment.
Mhm.
Nah, I still like focusing on a main meal, you know.
I think with Spanish you can get like lots of good seafood as well.
See, I'm not that big into seafood, but
Oh
I'm
mate, you love your
slowly getting
prawns
into
like
it. Yeah, but prawns are like the furthest. Prawns and smoked salmon are the furthest from seafood that you can possibly get that
Yeah.
are seafood.
prawns live in the sea.
Yeah, but they barely taste fishy. Like there's a big difference
Yeah.
between a feed of prawns and a feed of
So are you
fucking
chatting about
haddock.
fish? Like you're sort of classifying seafood as fish.
What else is there?
Well, like prawns, you've got mussels, like
Never had a
Squid.
mussel.
clams and
Don't
stuff.
have any mussel.
Um,
Yeah. To be fair, I'd be quite like that as well. Like prawns, squid, mussels,
hmm.
besa. That's about as far as I'll go. Smoked
S-
salmon.
Squid's so chewy.
Yeah,
And an
it's really good though.
octopus.
Like whenever
Yeah, it's nice.
you get squid in it.
Crab
Oh,
sticks are
crab
fucking
class.
delicious.
Yeah.
Mate, that's seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair. But see when like I couldn't go to a restaurant and order like a salmon fillet. Way too
No.
fishy.
No,
Yeah.
but I
Or
would get like a pasta dish with loads of bits of seafood in it.
yeah.
No, I
Or
wouldn't do that.
sea
Really?
bass or like fucking swordfish and all this stuff. I'm like, mate, nah, like no
Give
chance.
me a stingray, please.
Yeah, can I just
Like
have fried stingray? Cheers.
like it's Japan, when I was doing the conveyor belt sushi, there was like sea urchin pieces, and I was like, I'm not fucking eating that.
Not touching
I don't
that.
want.
Fucking hell. Yeah. That's me. That's all the questions for this week. Will we wrap it up there?
Leave it there then.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a good one.
Thank you very much, guys, for all the questions. I really appreciate it, especially considering I put that up quite late last night. But yeah, we'll obviously leave it there. We'll be back next week. Odds are next week's episode will go up on Monday, so it'll be a little bit of a longer wait. Because we have Nico on next Sunday, so that'll be hopefully the next episode dropping on the 23rd. But it'll be good to get him on and get a chat and catch up on his season and all the rest of it. Obviously, a very successful previous season there, and obviously coming away with two pro cards, but also a client of Matt's on the opposing side, so it'll be good to get into that. But yes, guys, that is everything for now. Thank you very much for listening and watching. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like or a star rating on Spotify. We would really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Bye bye.